listening to B2B Tech Talk with Ingram Micro, the place to learn about new technology and technological advances before they become mainstream. This is the Cisco edition, taking your business a level up. Let's get into it.
Welcome to B2B Tech Talk with Ingram Micro. I'm your host, Keri Roberts, and my guests today are Collin Rauen, the Senior Solutions Sales Specialist with Ingram Micro, Tom Mann, the Senior Digital Transformation Engineer with Ingram Micro, and Kevin Switzer, the Technology Consultant with Ingram Micro. Welcome, gentlemen. Excited to have you here today.
Hi, Keri. Thank you very much for having us.
So back in 2017, shortly after the RSA conference, Cisco had made the decision to focus their attention on the operational experience of their security products. Can you talk about what they found and how that focus has changed their security products now?
Yeah, this is Kevin, and absolutely. And just to explain this, take a quick step back about over the last 5 years and what the strategy had been prior to that. And pretty much by every vendor and also Cisco, the idea was simply to keep up with the attackers. They were constantly shifting how they poised their attacks, and all security vendors had to simply keep up with that. And a lot of times it was coming up with new layers of security and new products in security. And it worked pretty well. However, it led to kind of an overspell of different products that would be inside of anyone's data center. So we've now come to the area where we have all these products in place. They are secure. However, we are running into issues. And the study was done to dig into that a little bit deeper and find out exactly what it is that the security users really want to have and what they really need. And this study was done with about 2,800 companies across 13 different countries, and it was focused for security and IT decision makers within these companies. And some of the main things they found that were top of mind is that they absolutely want better visibility. So the ability to see a little bit better what is going on their networks, where these different types of threats are popping up, how they're getting onto the network, where they're coming from. Was it something that somebody clicked on, or was it a directed attack and that type of thing? So visibility certainly is a key. Another one is quick time to detection. So of course, when a breach is occurring, they want to know about it right away and be able to remediate, respond to it very quickly. And in addition to that, one thing that's very difficult, and this is across the entire security board, is that with all these different products in place, there are many alerts that are popping up. And it's just very, very difficult, nearly impossible to keep up with all these alerts and also correlate between the different products of where these alerts are actually coming from, especially since they're typically popping up in all different areas. Another thing they're very interested in is vendor consolidation. So there was typically a vendor that specialized in each type of security, and that required, a different expert and a different screen to log into to use that. So users are very interested in correlating those screens together. And another big thing they said that they wanted was automation. So obviously there's a lot going on a network, a lot of things popping up, and anything that could be automated to stop a breach from happening, they are very, very interested in. So now it's not just about security effectiveness, it's also about security efficiency.
And Kevin, you said 2,800 companies they researched?
Yes. They invited 2,800 companies to participate in this survey.
And I love that they hit such a large number. It wasn't just a few companies. They asked so many, they had conversations, they had a survey, and they really did the research to figure out what's going on. And then a few years later, they're creating these new products. So it's always wonderful to hear that. When an organization wants to create or start a new project, of course, it's extremely exciting, yet it can also feel overwhelming to figure out how to keep everything secure and do so in a timely manner that doesn't add more work to the organization. Can you talk about what people are doing in this situation before and the new solution Cisco has for it now?
So what I would say, especially in recent times, obviously we've gone through a major shift in the workforce. So where most jobs were done in office, that has shifted to working from home, or we'll just call it working remotely. So step one was simply getting everyone up and running and connected in order to do their job. And then also, how do we keep that secure? So obviously, there was a lot of projects initiated in a very quick manner. And the way companies have accomplished this is what we would call layered security. Now, since people aren't in the office and behind the corporate firewall necessarily anymore, the key is to provide them different types of security to keep them from having a breach. So, where we were just worried about firewall before, many users now have VPN solutions. They have DNS security and endpoint protection and things like that. And when it comes to the IT security team here, they are also experiencing a major shift as well. Whereas in their previous normal work environments, they knew typically where an alert was coming from and how that happened. Now they're seeing a major shift in where those alerts are coming from. So now it could be, instead of just in the firewall, it could be from their DNS security, their endpoint security, their email, et cetera. And these alerts are coming into different screens, each one for the different product, and these are often operated by different teams, and this can lead to some human error. Also, it takes a good amount of time to link these different alerts. They could be the exact same threat, but they're popping up in different screens, so it takes time to link those together and realize that they are actually related, which actually leads to a longer time to remediation. So this is something we're seeing across the board in the security world. And SecureX really focuses directly on these types of issues. So in SecureX, it correlates threats across multiple products and puts it into one screen. So this way, if you are working with different security teams, they can all be aware of this. And this is going to eliminate much of the human error and also increase the time to remediation.
And, as you said, this is all in one place. And I love the look and the level of visibility of everything being in that one place. Can you share a little bit about the user experience of this SecureX Cisco product?
Yes, absolutely. This is Tom. Basically, SecureX is a graphical program, cloud-based. And when you go into it, you're going to get a default screen, which comes up to a big dashboard. And the dashboard actually, is going to have a list of all the products you're integrated in with on the left and their status. And then in the middle, which is the main section, are monitoring little dashlets from all the different Cisco and third-party solutions that you're integrated with. And then it's displaying that status across the board. So you get a single view of all your security in one place. Then off on the right side is actually an activity area where it shows different events happening and also like industry security news kind of scrolling very slowly on the right so you can see if anything pops up over there. That's just the main screen, just the dashboard. There's many other tabs actually. Another big one would be the automation area where you could actually create workflows where you do full automation. So one product finds something, gets an alert, it can tell with SecureX another product to go do something, and so on. You could actually have it make a workflow that talks to many different products. So it's visibility and taking action all in one product.
And you had mentioned that it works with third-party applications as well. What does SecureX work with, and how does it compare to the 2011 SecureX product for those that have used that before?
Yeah, sure, that's not a problem. It's actually a big list of Cisco security solutions. If I list the Cisco ones first, there's some of them you may not even be aware of. There's AMP for endpoints, Orbital, Firepower, which is their firewall line, Cisco Defense Orchestrator, which is a manager of firewalls, Cisco Threat Response, which is actually a threat hunting tool, Cisco Threat Grid, StealthWatch Enterprise, StealthWatch Cloud, Umbrella, Email Security, Web Security Appliance. That may not be on all of them, but I think that's enough for this podcast. In addition, third-party integration. So they're going to continue to expand that. I don't have the list of those in front of me at the moment. This product is actually going to be launched in a week or two. But the idea is lots of third-party integration so that you get one console that can manage all your security, even beyond Cisco's security products. Now, you mentioned the 2011 SecureX. That really, I wouldn't call it a product at the time. It was really more of a security framework or initiative that they came out with to try to have more integration with security. It really, though, integrated very little. It just their ASA firewalls were able to integrate with some of their networking equipment. It didn't really go very far and was kind of forgotten, really. Where this is actually a much bigger initiative to have security across all their solutions in a single pane to really see everything that's going on.
Now, of course, there are always new products coming out, and I'm curious, how would you suggest partners sell this product to their customers? Do you maybe have any tips that you could share for them?
Oh, absolutely. First of all, don't try, if you can help it, to sell just products. Really try to think of it as a security platform so that multiple security products can work together almost like they're the same product with SecureX. You really want to look at what the customer needs, maybe what their business outcome is for security, or what security situations or concerns they want to address, get the right products, and then add SecureX to it. Now, the big thing with SecureX is it doesn't cost anything. It's a free add-on to Cisco security products. So you get any one of the products I rattled off a few moments ago, and you get SecureX for free with it. And then you plug all your products into it and really start to work well. Yeah, so think of security really as the foundation of your IT environment. And SecureX is like that mortar holding all the bricks or the stones together. So that you want a strong foundation, you want something that really ties it all together. And that's what SecureX does.
I mean, I think it's incredibly smart what Cisco has created. And as you said, this is a fairly new product. It's launching in a couple weeks here in June 2020. Do you have any feedback from new users of how it's working for them in comparison to their previous setup?
Well, basically, it would be early adopters, people that were using it before it actually ships. They always have testers, early adopters, test beds out there. And some of them definitely gave feedback. It saves their team's time. It's faster to find a threat, faster for them to respond to threats, because again, you're getting all that information presented directly so that it's centralized and easy to find. But beyond that, the efficiency gained with automation, the fact that you could do those workflows I was talking about and actually take action within the solution. You could also have your teams work together with another feature called playbooks, where they all can participate in a threat hunt, for example, for an attack by using the playbook feature. So this ultimately saves money, allows the security staff to better collaborate, and they seem very happy with the solution.
And Tom, we'll stick with you at this moment. One of the questions we ask all of our guests on this show is, where do you see technology going within the next year? And it could pertain to security specifically or technology as a whole.
Well, twofold. It rolls into security, more integrations and more security, of course, for remote working too. So you're going to see a variety of different solutions continue to come out with that. But then other solutions that aren't security that we're going to work with it for remote working, of course.
And Kevin, what about you?
Well, geez, I think Tom actually did a great job of saying just about exactly what I would said or what I have said. In addition to that, I'd have to say, it's going to depend on what the attackers do, because we are constantly shifting as to what they are doing and need to stay in front of them and keeping things more secure. However, I really do think that products like SecureX are certainly going to be very popular coming up in the future. There's going to be no shortage of security products by Cisco and other vendors out there, and we're going to have to be able to tie them together and also make them all more efficient.
And Collin, you've been on the show before, so we've asked you this question once before, but I'm curious what your answer is to where you see technology going within the next year, kind of based on what we're talking about today.
Yeah, I think Tom and Kevin really hit it on the head there too, but just kind of reiterate, we're going to see a lot more resellers and partners working remotely more than ever. I mean, I've talked to some organizations over the past couple of weeks, and pretty much all their workforce is going to go remotely even after the crisis is over. So that's something that we're definitely going to see, and that's something hackers are starting to focus their attention on too, is while they used to be focusing on those large enterprise type customers, now they see the low-hanging fruit, these customers that might not be prepared to work remotely that are, they have to catch on quickly and make sure they start selling that full security stack, and that's where Cisco can hopefully help them out.
No, I think that's a really good point. That's interesting. So most are actually looking to keep remote work. And is it because, Collin, it's just people enjoy it? It's more cost effective? What's the reasoning?
The most common answer I'm getting is cost effectiveness, just because there's a business that they might not need to keep open. They don't have to pay the electrical bills, the heating bills. They just have people working remotely now. And like you said, people do enjoy working remotely as well. So I have talked to a couple of businesses where they said they're going to go completely remote, but I've definitely talked to plenty as well that said it's kind of be more of a split now as opposed to just 100% in the office. So we're definitely going to see that trend shift a lot over the next couple months.
Now, if people want to learn more about this program we talked about today or have any questions for all of you, where is the best place to connect and do that?
So I'd say definitely reach out to any of myself, Tom, or Kevin. We will be posting everything on our Ingram Micro Cisco homepage, but we also have a lot of different resources through Cisco Sales Connect. So if there's any products, not just SecureX, but any Cisco security products in general that you're looking to get more training on, feel free to use that site or just leverage Tom, myself, and Kevin for a virtual demo.
And as Tom was saying, SecureX it comes with any Cisco security product. So if somebody already has a product with Cisco, they can access this as well?
Yes, basically, when you get any other Cisco product, you're entitled to getting SecureX, and basically you just kind of go get it online. They've done that in the past with Cisco Threat Response, or CTR for short. It was the same type of thing. That was free with Cisco security products also. That product actually is now incorporated in SecureX. CTR is a threat hunting tool, where SecureX is a much bigger platform that does much more, including CTR.
Well, thank you, gentlemen, for being here today, for, as always, sharing your insight and your passion for security. We appreciate it, and we look forward to hearing from you all again soon, I'm sure.
Thank you, Keri.
If you like this episode or have a question, join the discussion on Twitter at Ingram TechSol with the hashtag B2B Tech Talk. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to B2B Tech Talk with Ingram Micro.
You've been listening to B2B Tech Talk with Ingram Micro, Cisco Edition, taking your business a level up, hosted by Keri Roberts. B2B Tech Talk is a joint production by Sweetfish Media and Ingram Micro. Ingram Micro production handled by Laura Burton and Christine Fan. To not miss an episode, subscribe today in your favorite podcast platform.